Isn't that a clip from... It's from Arthur, right?
What?
I think it's a clip from Arthur. It's like, the one rabbit character. He says something about, like,
You
people...
mean Buster?
Yeah. And he said something about, like, people wouldn't go on the internet and just tell lies, would they? And this clip is, you know, always used as a meme a lot.
Buster, how do you know if any of this stuff is true?
What do you mean?
How do you know someone didn't just make it up?
What? You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
I just mean that some of the details...
Oh, I never thought of that. This is terrible. What if none of it's true? What if they're all lying? How would we ever know?
Though when you say Arthur, I think of the one thing. Every time. God damn it. Damn it, internet. That meme edit where there were those Arthur, like, question games. And I believe they were based on an actual, like, little... Oh, wait, I was breaking down the coelacanth earlier. Oh, I'm cutting myself off because I forgot. Coelacanth is sea bass sized. So...
It's all the sea bass.
Yeah. And the small size of the one mackerel is the size of the fish I still don't have. I got in an argument with certain people that the coelacanth is available when it's not raining, yet all data mining and general points...
Well, and the coelacanth thing, that's always been a tradition in Animal Crossing. In every game that fish has appeared in, it has always only existed during raining.
Lots of smashing rocks and stuff. Look for the money rock. And I want to show off the actual crafting, but I also wanted some more miles before then, so I would have something left over while I grind up miles to also pay for the phone case and stuff. Because off camera, I'm going to do a lot of island work. Of course, when I need fish, there's not a goddamn fish in the ocean. Bass or, yeah, that thing. That and the bass have the same shaking. I'm getting really good at.
And guessing that you get a sea bass is like guessing if a bear shit in the woods.
It's based on the vibration, and the sea bass are the same size as a red snapper.
But, again, as we pointed out, sea bass are very notorious for being super common, so much so in New Leaf.
But I can tell by the vibration. And if this is the one fish I need, I'm still gonna laugh. No. But it's this size.
I feel like, as I said before, when you...
I wasn't even inherently looking!
No, I know you're not looking for it, but
I
I just feel like you'll get it when you don't acknowledge the possibility of getting it.
Good old coelacanth. I'll actually buy those one things in a minute. I'm just trying to...
Didn't Relicanth have like a 130 attack stat?
It was like 130 defense.
It's one of the two. It's way higher than you think it would be.
My balloon! It's National Free Balloon Day.
Wait, how do we have no fire underwater?
Nice.
What were blue more likely to give out? Is it?
Crafting materials.
Oh.
Hello, sea bass size. Sea bass or an olive flounder. The controller rumbles like crazy, so you can actually get a feel for the different fish based on how they...
How common actually are sea bass?
They're like the most common in that one size, and I'm also just looking for other fish we might be missing while getting some random fish to sell.
Yeah, it seems like if you get the tiniest, it's going to be like a stone or something.
The tiniest exists as fish!
I know they exist as fish, but it seems like a stone is one of the highest of the tiniest. That was a weird wording.
Hold on, how many fish do I need? Oh, he's doing the nook.
5. You would have guided if that tiny one wasn't a stone.
I don't even care if it's a sea bass, I'm just... I love all those Shadow Mario. Oh. Could be a sea bass, could be a red snapper, could be an...
Something
Or fish.
a detail I love and bring it up after.
Oh, that's... yeah, sea bass or the flounder.
A small detail I love, Lloyd he starts, like, gyrating faster the closer you get to him. Like, Stan was him just barely
Oh,
being...
what is that? Sell a hot item.
Like,
Water flowers, hit rocks. Oh.
Stan was him just barely off camera, you see, look, he's really slow. I've always loved that detail, it's so stupid.
Anyone remember Lloyd in Space? Cruising cart. Okay. Ah! I missed some fish. That means I didn't get my natural end of wealth. Meaning there might be some fish behind a tree somewhere.
That you forgot about.
At this point, I think I've passed the selling them 200,000 bells.
Yeah, I think you're just a bit short. That's comedy for those of you in the audience that don't know what sarcasm is.
Please be like 10 or 15.
It's gonna be around there.
Oh, no.
Fine.
I forgot to ask about the hot item. Damn it. I need miles before we get the one thing. So I can show how it works. Because it's really, really cool. And it's one of
But
the...
also kind of dumb because, I don't think I said this on camera, like, the paywalls and shit that people were, doing to let you in their town
Water pump.
I think the funny thing is, I think because that was one of the first items you got, you were sort of forced to make it. So I feel like we have one of those just lying around on the island if you want to go find it.
I think I put it in storage, but I might craft one. I can get points for crafting. That is the one. Because I want to wipe out some. I want to get some miles before I spend most of them on the important stuff. Which I really feel should have been given to you by fucking default. And I feel like the paying should have been... and this still bothers me, but even additional options kind of upset me. Because it feels like... You know, you're just... it's not tools. Yeah. That's easy. Okay. I can get some clay. I feel like a bunch of the customizing and stuff, like the female hairstyles, the phone kit, the ability to terraform...
The additional... hairstyles, actually, I think he did roll past the water pump and going down to pick up the clay, which is funny.
I'll just spend some stuff.
Like, the additional hairstyles and stuff,
those I can understand, maybe, and the phone kit, maybe. The terraforming being limited until you pay feels like you just wanted an excuse to make the Nook Miles artificially more valuable. Because every other pathing type is the cost of a ticket, so that's going to probably take us a week to grind up. And then...
you say that, but after you get the cliff and water, like, first, I'm guessing you can't alter anything with the beach, right?
Beach and river mouth cannot be altered.
But everything else can.
But that still gives you a really good ability to do some very, very important things. I'll also get the fossils, and I'm gonna water my flowers. So, anyway. Water my flowers. The way it works, and I was going to show how it works, because you can do a lot, you just can't touch your beach and you can't touch river mouth, but what you can do is really cool, and in my opinion, well worth buying. I just hate, essentially I'm paying Nook Miles for a feature that I feel kind of only exists to make the Nook Miles more valuable and to force the player to grind more, even though I feel the, like, week and a half of work it took to get here is justified enough to give those creative tools. And if you're going to make some point about, oh, but this or that with the creative tools, my kind of counter-argument, once you have them, they're unlimited use. So it is literally...
It's not like those break. That would be obnoxious.
They don't. The creator mode has unlimited ability to be used within the natural limits of the game.
Yeah, that's something that, like, because of that mode and stuff, that's, like, something that would be rather interesting for a potential later update, is having some form of update that gives the game a Minecraft-style creative mode where you basically can just place shit around a town. Though at that point you would effectively just make the town a glorified display piece, but hey, people do that anyway.
What I want that I think would be cool and would be a really nice update, I want when you go into the digging mode, or like the pathing mode, I want, like, to go, like, you can hit an extra button and kind of become a hand, and I could, like, grid map where it's like, okay, let me just draw a line.
I said I want them to allow you to, like, mass move shit.
No, not just mass move. At least in the creator tool, like, say I want this to be water, and I just drag a line down. So I'm, like, dragging it, and then I hit the button. Water, 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 water. You get my point. Say I want cliff. Boop, 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 boop. Like, I can just drag, and it's just line of cliff. Dot, 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 dot. Waterfall.
I wonder if that's, you know, not there to prevent the game from, like, shitting the bed in terms of rendering, because the game would basically then just have to snap to all of those being a water tile. I feel like that's the reason something like that's there, so that the game won't just, you know, shit the bed having someone run around making almost every tile water, and then they just force it all at once.
Then limit it to player view or a big 5 or 6 grids. Maybe the game could only handle up to 10 clicks. Water, 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 water. Like, I click water.
Okay, I get it. Just do that.
There's...
I'm not saying there aren't solutions to do that, I'm just saying the reason that may have not been implemented...
We're gonna go buy the thing in a minute.
The reason that may have not been implemented immediately...
There was an easy workaround! I'm not saying let me map the entire island in one go, that's... Sell the water pump, and that, and this. Evaluate the fossils and get... Hot item. Oh, Jesus! We rolling! Nice, because water pump is clay and... I can also get points for hitting rocks, which I'm going to look for the money rock in a minute, but I want to evaluate those. So actually, the money we spent, a good small portion of that is slowly coming back, and it's nice to pay off that ramp anyway, because that's just going to be convenient. And I'm going to go buy the creator tools in a minute. I'm going to spend most of my point. I don't care about the path at the moment. I will buy those later. I might buy those off camera if I'm spending some time grinding points in the middle of the night. I might just buy the pathing ones off camera so that people don't see me slowly just grinding, because I can then just show off the paths. It's just, I'm buying the permit. Only the one, nice. Essentially, would just be me buying permits off camera and then just showing the path. Because what they did, and this is actually a really good time to talk about something I've been meaning to talk about, which has basically been removed from this game. And the path tool is a funny solution to a problem. Animal Crossing used to have this thing known as animal tracks, where in the different games, running, not the walking, doing this, would deteriorate the grass. If you ran around for a few hours, your grass running around would turn into dirt. And it would be nigh impossible to ever replace your grass with anything that looked good. And people to create paths would use a custom design, and the custom design would be really cool path tiles, and people would just place those and cover up dirt spots so that it's now this really nice looking path. The building kit gives you the option of having really good looking paths that are official. And if you really want some good custom designs, people have some alternate path designs that you can download with QR codes anyway. For people that want paths that aren't naturally in the game. And if they were going to update the game, I would love a few more types. Like maybe some road or some other stuff. But let's go ahead and get the main bulk here. Since I... Oh, damn it. Hold on. I think I actually have some Nook Miles. So... I'm leaving specifically because I want to claim... Yeah. That's 150. Yeah, that's nice. And... selling the hot item, and that's really good. And now we're almost at 16,000, so... This will actually leave me with a decent amount of points. So now, water and cliff, which I'm going to buy both. Yeah, and that's going to leave me with 3,000. So then I can start working my way back up. And every couple of days now, we'll get the paths and like the fawn kit and the girl hair. Because I've been using the basic fawn for like a month because I didn't care too much.
Honestly, I find those to be, a waste of miles.
The most, yeah, so I've afforded this. I can get the paths over the next few days. These are the more important ones. I don't care about paths yet, because I'm going to do a bunch of cliff reconstruction. Because I have some freaking cliff I need to fucking deal with, because there are parts of this island that just bother the hell out of me, so... Let me go retroactively, as an example of how the permit works, fix some problematic areas. Let's start over here, because this one bothers me. There's not enough room to get around. So, you go to the phone. Start the island designer. You can build wall, which is cool. You can also undo it, and if you just aim at it, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to do. There's a way.
There's the cliff one selected. I think you need to select the other one to do.
No. The cliff builds ground. Well, actually, wait. The water one might. Hold on. That's probably gonna create. Oh wait, yeah, the actual water one. Okay, never mind. So I can fill this in a tiny bit, and it evens out my river without destroying it. Now. And that Shadowmara is still hidden over here. And now, I'm gonna pick a blank spot because I want to show a very important thing in the construction kit. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, this is a bit of a follow-up to another question I have asked before, but how would you feel if the design function of the terraforming basically let you go into a designer mode that was basically designed to let the player mass edit the area? And I'm not even talking about a true designer mode that works exactly like the Happy Home Paradise designer mode, even though a lot of people want that level of control, but that level of control gives you a few extra options that literally only exist in a design-focused game, but a stripped-down version of that kind of HUD layout would be really convenient, and one of the best uses for that, without going too crazy, to literally give the player access to admin tools and make this a freaking god game, because I think that goes against the main point of Animal Crossing, because being able to pull fully grown trees out of a godlike inventory kind of defeats the purpose, or having every flower in the game, that also kind of defeats the purpose in the Happy Home Paradise, because it's about designing. The extra tools are fine, but all I want is basically an ability to open your inventory to get to your items, so you can place items down that are both in your pockets, but also in storage. A mass path editor to draw a path like Happy Home Paradise, but I also want the landscaping and waterscaping tools to work like Happy Home Paradise, so that you can build a massive area by dragging a hand around and building up cliff, or destroying cliff, or creating water, or filling it in. That, I think, would be fine. Anything else is a bit excessive, because that just makes Animal Crossing a god game, and that does sort of go against the purpose of Animal Crossing, but a bit more creative tools I'm not against, and a quality of life feature in a future Animal Crossing game, or a random surprise quality of life update in this game would be cool, to let you have similar tools just on a smaller scale to make terraforming less tedious, because as it stands, terraforming is kind of long-winded, and I do hate that. I like the terraforming, and I love small quality of life things that I feel don't take away from the point of Animal Crossing and giving you extra creative tool options to sort of drag a pointer around and get a mass amount of path or water, I think would be fine. And I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me, where the rest of the creator tools in Happy Home Paradise are designed around a game about creating, you know, little areas to look at, not functional areas in the space of Animal Crossing, so those tools make sense for a creation mode in a game like this, but not for a mainline terraforming mode, because being able to get random trees and other things really does, in my opinion, defeat the point, but I'm rambling and repeating myself, so you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.